over here we have an example.
I really like that piece, yeah.
Thank you. Of our Groves tapestry as an Acrovan wall panel. And you'll see here that this panel has our thin trim option. The reason it's a thin trim is because you just see the edge of the trim along this panel. If you come over here, we can see some more of our panel options. So Construction Specialties offers a wide variety of panel options that can be easily combined and intermatched to create focal points for entry areas and provide a great visual aesthetic as well. So here we have another example of our tapestry wall panel. And you'll notice that you can see again, the depth and the dimension that you get from the live fabric, but you also have a smooth surface that can be easily cleaned, wiped down,
nice,
and maintained over time. So it's very important. This again has our thin trim, which is the one option. But if we look at this panel over here, you'll notice that this overlaps the panel slightly more. This is an example of our picture frame trim.
Okay.
So different trim options for different design aesthetics.
Yeah.
Yes. These panels here are adhesive mounted panels, which means that once they're installed, they're permanently in place. But over here we have some wonderful examples.
I have been eyeing this wall,
of our demountable wall panel system. So there are times in a space or in a project where you would like to have the option to remove the wall panels and have them not necessarily be permanently adhered in a spot.
Okay.
We offer multiple different options for that as well.
Okay.
So here we have an example of our French cleat wall panel.
French cleat, okay.
One thing that you'll notice is our wall panels have a nice, crisp, clean fold edge. So they're very crisp, very clean, and they're very distinct. The other thing is there's no seam line across this edge where bacteria, dirt, and other things can harbor in there. So it's really going to give you, again, a very clean surface, very easy to maintain.
Okay.
Not only do these panels provide a great visual aesthetic, but they're also extremely durable. So great for high traffic areas, high use areas, such as an airport where you might have a constant barrage of folks with carts and baggage and luggage. They're always open, so it's hard to shut down for a longer period of time to do repairs.
Makes sense. Right.
This can give you that great visual and also protect the space long term.
And be quick to clean.
But a great option that CS offers for our demountable wall panels are what we call our SureSnap wall panel. So you'll see here that when this panel is on the wall, it is attached very securely. You can't simply pull it off with your hands. Did you know
one
that?
can?
Absolutely.
I mean, I work out. I'm pretty strong.
Give it a good try.
I can try as hard as I can?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I can see your muscles, so I know you're trying there.
It's like a challenge, and I want to, and that is impossible. Well, I mean, impossible for me. Okay.
Which is exactly. They're designed that once they're in place, they're not going to be easily removed.
Okay.
But if you do want to get behind and take that panel off, we have a suction cup, similar to a suction cup you would use to move a pane of glass or something along those lines. That is simply going to attach to the corner.
Okay.
And then you can pull that panel off.
Simple. All right.
So again, this is our SureSnap wall panel system. It is specific to Construction Specialties.
Okay.
One great reason that you may want to have a demountable panel or something to detach is, say, for example, a hospital head wall.
Okay.
If this were installed as a head wall, you would have a faceplate, and your med gas lines would be running through there. You could have electric lines, gas lines.
Okay.
If something happens behind that panel and they need to access that to do repairs, you don't want to shut down that room. You want to keep things turned over as quickly as possible. With the demountable panel, they would simply be able to remove the panel, no damage done to the panel, go in behind there, do the repairs, and the panel simply snaps back on place.
Incredible.
So it really reduces downtime. The room's not closed down. There's no maintenance, less maintenance involved.
Drilling and screwing involved.
Absolutely. Less disruption.
So huge time saver overall.
That's the installation on the SureSnap wall panels saves about 50% of time from standard wall panel installation.
That is very significant.
Tremendous, exactly. So what we do is we attach this side of the snap to the panel prior to shipping.
Okay.
And the number of snaps would vary depending on the size of the panels.
Okay.
We provide a pinpoint for installation. The contractor would tap it to the wall or the installer. These would screw in, and the panel then simply snaps back into place. And again, once the panel is on,
Wow, look at that.
it's securely attached.
Very impressive.
So if you wanted to use a different cover, you know, if you wanted to use our Acronym by Design or tapestry, you could also change out the panels for a different design look.
Okay.
It really could be very customizable, an easily customizable panel system. Our demountable panels come in different thicknesses. We have a 3/4 inch panel, a 1 inch panel, and here we show our 2 inch panel. The other thing that you can do with our panels is that you can use them in different shapes and sizes. So you're not limited to just squares and rectangles. We can do a variety of odd shapes, different geometric patterns. It really is, again, unlimited design. Another feature of the SureSnap wall panel is that, as we saw earlier with a traditional system, you need to move the panel and you have to allow enough room above to slide that panel back down.
Right, that makes sense.
Because the SureSnap mounts directly onto the wall, that would give you the ability to mount the panels close together. You could butt the panels. If you had a project where you want to run your panels to the ceiling, you wouldn't have to leave that room at the top because you could simply snap the panel right in place.
I see.
So very design friendly, again, easily customizable, as you can see with the tapestry and the wall panels, to be a great focal area.